Good afternoon, fragrance community. Let's talk about this hidden gem by Monotheme. It's called Monotheme Leather, and it's classified as a leather, and I 100% agree with that. As long as you're willing to um, see the similarities between this one and a lot of the really modern leathers. Now, this is not your typical birch tar leather or your castoreum leather. This is really the epitome of a budget, well done, modern leather. Um, I have smelled many of the Tom Ford Tuscan leather colognes that are out there, including Mark Burley's Charles Street, this one, Aqua de Parma Colonia leather, and to my nose, this one is the closest clone to Tuscan leather that I've smelled. Now, the difference between this one and Tuscan leather is the longevity on this is a little bit less. Tuscan leather goes on forever. For me, when I spray Tuscan leather, if I spray one spray of Tuscan leather on myself, it goes for 24 hours plus. If I sprayed on a piece of clothing, I could smell it for weeks if I didn't wash my clothes. It just goes and goes and goes. And really, monotheme leather is a way to get some relief from the overbearing part of Tuscan leather. I think that it's more of a detriment to Tuscan leather that it lasts that long, because to me it's more of an ice pick to the forehead after about 6 hours of how tenacious it is. Whereas this monotheme leather, it smells so close. I would have to say it's 95% similar, and it's about 10 to 15% the cost of Tuscan leather. That's right. I did say 10 to 15%. I picked this up on eBay for about, I think it was $45 for a 100 ml eau de parfum. So it's a great value. You get a lot of the really same notes. You get that really smooth, modern suederol leather, which is the aroma chemical that's used in Tuscan leather. You'll get a slightly sticky, resinous, woody appeal to it. It's almost as if you're sitting on a brand new, just fabricated black leather couch. And then you also get the generic fruitiness that you get in Tuscan leather. You know, a lot of people call it raspberry, and that's probably the closest you could get to classifying that as a note. And to my nose, it's very similar to smelling berries in a glass jar, as if the glass jar is empty and what you're left with is the residue from the sugary parts of berries. So I think this is a tremendous value if you're into that modern leather genre. For me, it lasts on me a good 8 to 10 hours. It becomes less tenacious after about 4 of those hours. I only spray it twice. I know Tuscan leather, usually people only spray it once. This one, it's a little bit less overbearing, and to me, it's a perfect leather to wear if you're looking to not break the bank on Tuscan leather, and if you can live with 8 to 10 hours of normal longevity for an eau de parfum, then I really think this is up your alley. I think this is probably more safe for work than Tuscan leather. You're not going to offend anybody. You're not going to choke anybody out in an elevator. But at the same time, you're still going to smell nice. You're going to smell sophisticated. You can be dressed up, dressed down. I think this really works well. I know in the notes there's vanilla stated and there's floral stated and there's cedar stated. I really don't get any of that. To me it's mostly that Tuscan leather, a slightly resinous, sappy wood, and that generic fruit note that a lot of people call raspberry, and I don't really get raspberry, but that's what it's classified as. So it's very similar. I really think you can't go wrong. And honestly, if you're a big fan of Tuscan leather and you want to go on eBay and look up under the international sellers, you'll find one or two of them selling this for a very reasonable price. And a good chunk of what you're paying is actually shipping. So I'd probably recommend picking up 2 or 3 in one order. And the order takes about 10 days to about 2 weeks to come in from Italy. So great scent. I really think it needs to be talked about more as a clone or an alternative to Tuscan leather, and it's much closer than a lot of the other clones that are out there that I've smelled that probably come within 50 to 60% similar. This is about 90 to 95%. The only thing that's missing in this is that really ashy note from Tuscan leather. And I personally don't like that note that much, so this really fits the bill. I probably wouldn't wear this in the summer, but like I said, you can wear it to work, you can wear it casually, you can wear it as a night out fragrance. I think you do just fine. So for the money, it's a definite buy. So let me know what you think. Comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for your time.